What is going on, you guys? Your boy Roy here. I am so excited. Today, we're going to give you a real world example as to why eating less and moving more usually isn't the best approach for you reaching your goals when it comes to your weight loss journey. As you guys know, I'm the CEO here at Rough Fitness. So excited to have you. Please don't forget to subscribe. And of course, my one ask is that if this is valuable to you, if you learned something here today, share this video. Share it to your Facebook, your Instagram, your social media. Share it with a friend. It helps us out more than you know. But again, so we're going to be going over a real world example because I feel like it's going to help bring a lot of the pieces to the puzzle for a lot of you who are starting this weight loss journey and trying to navigate what you need to be doing to break through plateaus, not just lose weight, but burn fat, make sure it's sustainable long-term, and all of that good stuff. So with that being said, we're gonna pretend that we'll say that this is Susie here, and I'll draw Susie. And I hope you guys like my drawings here. We'll say this is Susie, and Susie's gotten on a consult with me, okay? She's decided to join our accelerator program, and we're kind of talking through her past, her journey. And so I asked her what was her weight when she first started this journey, because she's been doing this for a few years now is what I've figured out. And she said, Roy, when I started all my weight loss journey, I was at 180 pounds, okay? This is where she was when she started, and I asked her, I said, okay, you started at 180, and what is the ultimate goal? Where do you eventually want to be? Where do you feel you're healthiest? Because we both agreed that it's not really about losing weight. As long as she looks the way she wants and she's confident and she's feeling better and she has more energy and her health is in check, she can keep up with her kids, that's really what she wants. But I know that we both know she has some weight to lose, some fat to burn. I said, what's the healthy weight? And she said, Roy, if I could ever see 140 pounds again, I would be ecstatic. I said, absolutely, okay, deal. I love that. I love it. So the goal is to get from 180 to 140. And I said, where are you at currently? And we'll kind of get into her current weight here in a second. But she kind of goes into what she's been doing to get down in weight. So what kind of programs are you doing? What are you doing for workouts is the first question. She says, well, I joined a boot camp, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years ago. And I work out 5 days a week. She goes with her friends, her ladies. She works out for an hour Monday through Friday. Routine, almost never misses unless she's on vacation or sick. But 5 days a week, she's working out and doing this boot camp. That's where she started. Doing that, she was able to lose 10 pounds, okay? Didn't really change anything. She said she cleaned up her diet a little bit. She was watching what she was eating, trying to eat cleaner, gave up the soda, the bread, things like that. And just doing that, she lost 10 pounds. Congratulations, good job. She's moving in the right direction. She said, but after a while, she just kind of plateaued. She said, Roy, I was plateauing for, a year. And so she finally decided to buckle down and realized, what we all realize at some point is that you can't outwork a bad diet. Abs are made in the kitchen. If you're not where you want to be, it's because you're not doing something right with your nutrition. You are what you eat. And although she said she ate pretty healthy, those were her words, right? That she stays away from processed food. She eats out here and there with the family, but not very often. Even then, she's making good choices. She has a glass of wine here and there to wind down, the day or the weekends, but again, not a lot. She eats fairly healthy. I said, okay, cool. But she said the next step for her was to track her calories. That's what she wanted to do. So she started tracking her calories, and she noticed that she was eating around 1,400 calories a day. And so from here, she knows I either need to move more or eat less. That's the consensus. That's the thing that we're talking about today and trying to break your beliefs. So Susie here says, well, I got to eat less. I'm already working out 5 days a week and I'm already eating pretty clean. I just need to eat less. So what does Susie do? She decides to cut her calories by 300, okay? Bringing her to a total of 1,100 calories, okay? So she was at 14, she goes to 1,100, and she does this for a good while, probably a couple months, 3, 4 months, and eventually she loses another 10 pounds, which is awesome. Again, we're moving in the right direction. But now she's on this consult with me, and she says, Roy, this is my current weight. This is where I'm currently at. I'm at about 160 pounds. It fluctuates. Sometimes I'm down to 158, a lot of times 165, but I've noticed the weight starting to come back on and I'm scared and I don't know what to do next. Okay, because in her mind, it's either move more or eat less. And she goes, I've been playing around with doing 1,000 calories, 900 calories, but I'm just so hungry doing that and I have no energy, and it's not, like, she's starting to create this yo-yo effect, right? Where the weekdays are good, but the weekends she falls off, or she can only stick to 900 calories for 2 weeks before she falls off. And she goes, when I do that, and I go to 900 calories, I can drop to 158, even sometimes 157, but again, I hit another plateau, and I can't seem to break 157. Thus, why she's here on the console. She feels stuck. She's trying to figure out what's next. How do I break through this plateau? Because she's been sitting at this 160 range for a year or two now. And so I say, okay, so we're just stuck at a plateau. We're working out 5 days a week. We're eating fairly healthy, and we've cut our calories to 1,100, and we've started to maybe play around with going even lower than that, but it's not really giving you what you want. Because again, the idea wasn't just to lose weight. It was to look better and feel better. Now she's at a plateau. She still has, her midsection she's trying to lose. She said, in her words, I still feel fluffy, right? I have 20 pounds to lose. I want to lose this midsection. I want to be confident. And I want my energy back. I want to feel better. So the whole reason why she started this was to have more energy and health. Now she feels like she's cutting her calories so low that she can't keep up with her kids. She's tired all the time, but she doesn't know what else to do. She feels stuck. I said, okay, well, the first thing that we're going to look at, and so now she signed up for our program. We're on this consult. We're talking. I said, there's 3 pillars to fitness success. These are the 3 things we're going to focus on, okay? There's workouts, there's nutrition, and there's accountability. So the first thing we're going to look at is, do you have all 3 things? Because this is what I explain to people, okay? If you're missing even one of these 3 things, you are not going to have a long-term success. At some point, you're going to hit a plateau. At some point, you're going to fall off. At some point, you're going to be stuck. Like, something's not going to work. So Susie, I said, what are you doing for workouts? Working out 5 days a week, an hour, Monday through Friday. She's pretty good on the workouts, so we can give her a check there. Okay, she's doing her workouts. Nutrition, the thing we always ask for is that you track what you eat. You get an app, scan the barcodes, weigh your food, all those things. She's already doing that. She's tracking her calories, so we can give her a check there. And it is also giving her the other data points that we're looking for, but in turn, she's tracking her food. The third piece was accountability, okay? And what's interesting, when I first got out on the console, I said, do you have good accountability? And she said, yeah. Like, I have a coach at my gym who helps me, and she has the girls, her friends that work out with her and stuff. I said, sweet. I said, how long have you been going to this gym again? She said, probably about 4 or 5 years. I said, sweet. Do they know that you're trying to get to 140 pounds? She said, I don't think so, but they know I'm trying to lose weight. They definitely know I'm trying to lose weight. I'm like, okay, they know you're trying to lose weight, but they don't talk to you about your goals. I said, cool. Do they help you with the nutrition at all? She said, kind of. They do some challenges and stuff, but they don't really give me anything custom to me. I'm like, okay. And accountability, right? You said that you're usually religious. If you don't show up for like a week or 2, do they call you and say, hey, look, where are you at? Why aren't you here? She said, well, no. I was like, okay, so they don't really hold you accountable to the workouts. Your friends do, and you like doing it, but really they're just giving you workouts. They're not holding you accountable. And she's like, yeah, I guess. I was like, sweet. So we were missing the accountability. We were missing the coach. We were missing the second set of eyes, the professional, to help her get in a healthy way from where she is to where she wants to be. This is what she was missing. She's joined our accelerator program. She's working with us. So of course we can give her that check here. So she has all 3 things. We can give her a thumbs up, at least the base. But just to give you guys context, this would be the first thing that I would fix. Because although workouts and nutrition get you the results, the accountability is what makes it a lifestyle change. The accountability, right? Her friends, being accountability buddies that she likes to work out with, holds her accountable to doing the workouts. If she didn't have that support system with her workouts, she probably wouldn't have made it 5 years. Right? Especially being at a plateau. But she enjoys it. She has the accountability. Now we need the accountability with making sure she's doing the right kind of workouts, and also to make sure her nutrition is checked. And of course, signing up, getting a coach. So we can make a plan through all phases of her life. But this is where we're at. So now that she's doing all 3 things, the question is what do we do first? She's joined the program. We want to give her and set her up for the most success. What's the one thing that she can start to fix that's going to give her the best results with the least amount of effort, if you will? Okay, so let's go through this. Workouts, all right? Well, She's already working out 5 days a week, and she's explained to me that she's a busy mom, kids are starting sports, she's running around like crazy, so maybe fixing the workouts first probably isn't the best thing because she's already moving and working out. If anything, she might even be doing overboard on that and stressing her body too much. So we're going to leave that where it is. She's already signed up for accountability. We're doing these calls. We're getting things in check, so she's good there. So the first thing we're going to focus on here is going to be the nutrition. All right? The nutrition, and look, just to be honest with you guys, if you're not where you want to be in your weight loss journey, I can almost guarantee something is missing with your nutrition. 7 out of 10 times, 70% it's nutrition. Just as a side note, this is a bonus. I have my notes right there. This isn't a part of my notes. 30% of you guys who aren't getting the results you want, maybe it does have to do with your workouts. Maybe you simply just don't like working out, you're not working out consistently enough, or you're not pushing or challenging yourself. There is a workout component to this. I don't want to underplay that. But in this example, this is not what she's struggling with. It's definitely going to be the nutrition. And the majority of you guys watching this video, it's going to be nutrition as well. So let's dive in what we're going to do. So the first thing is, again, and I chuckle because if she would have signed up with us here, we could have avoided this altogether. All right? Because in retrospect, I will say this. If we were to take her and bring her down to 0 calories and say, hey, just don't eat for 2 days, she will start losing weight. There's no doubt about it. But when I tell that to people, they laugh because, again, the goal isn't just to lose weight. Going to 0 calories and not eating, although you will lose some weight, it's probably not the right kind of weight. You won't have energy. You won't look better. You won't feel better. Your health, your hormones, like everything's going to be out of whack. And it's not sustainable long term. And so we laugh at the fact of like, of course, Roy, like I'm not going to do 0 calories, but that's what we're doing here. We're on a journey going from 1,100, now you're at a plateau, thinking about 1,900. If you sustain that, then you're only slowing down your metabolism more, messing up your hormones more, literally your cell health and production, your energy, like everything is just starting to tank. Cascade of negative events. And then what happens after that? If you hit a plateau at 900 calories, then what, 800, 700? We laugh at going to 0 calories like, oh, that's such an extreme, but isn't that kind of where we're going? And you can only get so close to 0. So this is what we add in, okay? She's already tracking her food. I said, hey, look, calories control if we gain weight, maintain weight, or lose weight. But macros, what we're eating, controls what kind of weight we gain, maintain, or lose. So we have to look at the macros. So when I broke this down, okay, we have our protein, we have our carbs, and we have our fats. These are our 3 macronutrients. At 1,100 calories is what we're going off of. This is her average. She was eating 40 grams of protein a day. She was eating 60 grams of carbs a day and 78 grams of fat a day. These are what her macros are. And she didn't really understand what macros were. She was just worried about calories because she's got to eat less, eat less, eat less. And so this is what I want to give context to, okay? What if, instead of us having to eat less to lose weight and burn fat, we can instead increase our metabolism and just naturally burn more calories on a daily basis? And in doing that, in increasing our metabolism, we have more energy, our hormones are in check, our health is in check, we're actually burning fat, losing the right kind of weight, and it's sustainable because we're fueling ourselves. What if we did that? Sounds great, right? So all we do, and what's interesting in all of this is all I want her to do is take this and increase her protein intake to 100 grams. That's the only thing we change, okay? This will increase her macros, and I can grab my calculator real quick. We could say what her new calories would be. So if we went up from 40 to, that's 60, sorry, some quick math. That would bring her to 1,340 calories. So that would make her new macros 1,340, or around there if my quick math is correct. So now we're going up this way. We're increasing her macros from here by 240 up to 1,340. And the only thing we've changed is just increasing the amount of protein. Now, we can get into the science of like what should her ultimate goal be and things like that. But again, today's context is that we're actually not eating less and moving more. We didn't change how much she was moving, and we actually made her eat more. And most people would say, well, isn't eating more going to make her gain weight? Not necessarily. Because what if Susie here was slowing her metabolism and slowing her metabolism and slowing her metabolism? And metabolism is a fancy word for like how many calories are you burning in a day, for lack of better terms. And so now the amount of calories she burns is so low. But by increasing her calorie intake and increasing her protein intake, she can actually build, preserve, and repair lean muscle tissue. She can increase the amount of calories she's burning a day. And if she's increasing the amount of calories she's burning, who's to say she's not still in a caloric deficit? And now that she's able to eat more, she's able to fuel herself. She has more energy because food is fuel. And instead of going down this route where we're so restrictive and we're creating a terrible relationship with food and potentially some eating disorders, we're able to actually have an abundance. We're able to have more flexibility with what we're eating. We're actually able to eat more food and fuel ourselves and make sure that if we're building and preserving our muscle tissue and increasing our metabolism, when we do lose weight, we can almost be guaranteed that it's fat. Again, didn't need to make her work out anymore. Didn't need her to really change her carbs or fat or what she's eating. She can keep eating the same things. All we did was just say, eat more of the protein. Whatever you're eating for protein, just eat more of that. And this is going to be the first step. You guys, this should be like, because what happens here, okay, and just again to give you context, I teach this a lot in my other videos, but what happens here is that Susie might go up in weight, okay? She might go from 160 to 162 in the beginning. I'll erase all this so you guys can see. So, and again, I'm trying to prepare you for what this journey looks like. She actually might go up to 162. And she says, oh my God, I've gained 2 pounds. I said, listen, you didn't gain 2 pounds of fat. What you did was gain 2 pounds of water weight and food weight, which is a good thing because you're fueling yourself. Just trust the process. So she keeps doing this. And after a couple weeks, as her metabolism starts to catch up, because again, we're playing the long game, not the quick fix, eventually this starts to come down. And after a couple weeks, maybe even months, she gets to this number. And she says, Roy, I haven't seen this number since before I had my kids. Oh my God. And I have more energy and I'm feeling better and I'm able to keep up with them. I'm not winded when I walk up the stairs. My hair, skin, and nails are starting to feel better. I'm like, that's amazing. And now she hits another plateau. And the question is what do we do next to get her all the way to this 140? Okay? That's a video for another day. But the point is that from here, we're not playing the game of how close can I get to zero? It's how can I have an abundance to have more energy and fuel myself the right way, because your body only holds extra body fat if you tell it to. If your metabolism slows down and you're not doing the right things. So now we have this abundance and it gives us more flexibility with what to do. The reason why most people don't want to do this is, one, it's scary. In the beginning, you might gain some food weight and water weight, but long term, you burn fat. And the reason why most people don't want to do this is because they don't want to play the long-term game. Right? Like what Susie said in the beginning is that she started working out and lost 10 pounds in a couple weeks, couple months. Okay? Then she started going to 1,100 calories. She lost that next 10 pounds like that. This took time. This is going to take time. But again, instead of hitting plateaus and fluctuating and going up and down, we can see consistent results over time. And what I tell all my clients is that 10 years from now, you're not going to care if it took you 1 month or 1 year to reach your goals. All that you care is that it was sustainable, you lost the right kind of weight, and you're living a happier, healthier life now. You're not constantly feeling like you have to start over. You're doing something that works for you long term. So again, the protein is the big key for a lot of people. If you're trying to apply this to your life, you can track your food and see where you're at. I have never had to give somebody a goal to start less than 100 grams of protein. So if you're like, Roy, what should I be doing? Like, just start here. Just say, hey, can I keep everything the same and just eat more protein? Okay? This is what I would do for Susie. I hope this makes sense. Of course, if you're ever wondering what to do for you or what works best for you, or if you're missing this accountability, you can always book a consult with us. We're always happy to sit down one-on-one with you and talk about what long-term success looks like for you, your life, and your situation. Okay? Again, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you found this helpful, please share with a friend. But other than that, we don't pray for an easy life. We earn a rough one. Y'all keep earning those cookies.